guys, welcome to a new Nerd Salt podcast. We're talking about E3 today. As you can see, we're doing a actual video Dash of Salt podcast, not just audio this time. And I'm here with
Brandon
and Snowy.
We got Snowy via Skype since we couldn't get him, so we got him on the Skype pipe here.
This might be the setup for like future podcasts. What do you think?
I like it. It's pretty big. It's a pretty interesting setup. It looks more professional than what we're used to.
Yeah,
but
it's not just audio, which isn't a problem. Audio, like it's a podcast, but
yeah,
didn't have a video. But figured
it's nice to have both.
Yeah, since it's going on YouTube, I think we'd rather have a video along with it, so that it's not just an hour of you having your phone just
pretty
open
much
for no reason.
Well, some people can actually do both, where they're jogging or whatever else and they listen to a podcast. That'll work.
It's true.
Or if they just want to sit there and watch YouTube on the side.
Yeah,
also
I think we're also in the process of putting all of the podcast or most of the podcast on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yep.
Yeah.
So you guys will be able to check it out there. I think there's one up now. I uploaded one, I don't know, like a month ago, and you can look it up and watch it. It's still under Nerd Salt. It might be under Dash of Salt. Just try both of them, but it's on there.
Yeah, we'll upload the other ones soon enough. We'll try to get it caught up, and then we'll upload them as they're uploaded on YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
So that way you can watch them both ways. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about E3. We're a week behind most people.
Yeah, our schedules didn't line up last week.
We had some issues last week. So we're just going to talk about our impressions. We're going to start with each company as they appeared. We're going to start with EA, then Microsoft, but that's all the way down to the last people, which was Nintendo. So right now we're going to talk about EA's press conference. What did you guys think about it?
I actually didn't watch EA's.
I'm going to be honest, neither did I.
Yeah.
After The Sims 3, I just kind of pushed EA away and was just like, you're going to be there for microtransactions and just be over there.
I wasn't really too impressed. Mostly all they done was like show all our sports games are going to have story modes now. So that was their thing. And then they showed maybe a couple games that people were excited for. They saved Battlefront 2 for last. And they even showed like a little multiplayer thing. They didn't show anything on the campaign, which I was disappointed about. But it did show some of the multiplayer. And to me, it looks like you're playing Battlefield 1. I think it's from the exact same people. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I think so. I think the same company that made the first Battlefront is doing it again, which are the people who made Battlefield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Using the Frostbite engine.
Frostbite, nice.
Yeah. A lot of
That's really confusing because now there's two Battlefronts.
Yeah.
Like Battlefront 2s, there's two of them now.
Yeah. This one actually, surprisingly, I was watching the stuff that they had on there, and it seems like, to me, it feels like the old game again, because you don't have to be the new stormtroopers or whatever. You can be the clone troopers, which is cool. And then they have like the battle droids again and all that stuff. So I thought it just feels like the old games that we used to play, which I think is a good idea. I don't think they should. I mean, I guess it was cool. Battlefront 1 was cool. I didn't play it that much, but it just didn't feel like Battlefront to me.
I didn't play much of the Battlefront games. I didn't play one, but I played the second one.
I played the crap out of the second one.
And I
PS2.
I only played like one time, and I can barely remember that game, to be honest, because I was drunk when I played with my friends. But
the truth comes out now, Cameron.
I was drunk when I first played the Battlefront games. I played the other Star Wars games sober because I was a kid, so I remember those. I just don't remember playing Battlefront 2 that much. So, but I do remember playing like the old Stormtrooper, the Clone Troopers. I remember that. And seeing that you can play those other people, I'm really hyped about that.
Yeah. And they have like old characters from like Darth Maul, I guess.
Darth Maul's in it. You can play as Darth Maul. You play as what's her name from Force Awakens?
Rey.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You play as Rey. You can play as. You can also play as the other Star Wars characters from Battlefront 1.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then I think there's. I want to say there was another person you can play as, another old school or first episode character. I can't think of him. I don't know.
Yeah, I just watched the trailer, the gameplay stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
The next day, I didn't actually start watching E3 until Sony.
To Sony's.
Yeah. So and then I went back and watched Microsoft's.
That was
I just
Sony's was like the third day, I think it was, and it was at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at the highlights, and some of them are good. Some of them kind of lackluster. Bethesda especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. The only thing I think that came out of that were the VR games, which are games that are already out, but they're just making them VR capable, like Doom, Skyrim, and Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've played all of them. I think the one I'm most excited for is probably Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just because...
Doom in VR would be pretty fun.
Yeah, like it has that jump factor already, but to have it in VR and have the jump factor, like, it'd be badass.
I think the technology was already there for a long enough time to where it should have already been released, and I think you're just probably getting around to it because they think that there's the VR craze.
Yeah.
Especially since they're adding in the PS4's VR capabilities, since they're porting it over to there as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool, but at the same time, I think it's like they just needed something to help with that. That's just really it. They just needed something there because they want to be like, oh, we have 2 games. And
Yeah.
we're bringing back this. It's just like, okay, what else?
Well, we'll get into Bethesda here in a minute. There was another game we've been talking about, Anthem, that EA revealed.
I think that was on Microsoft's.
Was it? I remember it on let's see, was it Microsoft's?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought EA exposed it. I don't know. Like I said, I watched both of them at the same day, so that could be a possibility. But what are the games that EA had? I remember Need for Speed.
I guess it does say EA's press conference revealed BioWare's newest game, Anthem.
Yeah. We're looking at the IGN list of what they streamed and whatever press conference they had.
Anthem was that. No, I don't know. I thought they showed it at the end. Didn't they have that gameplay trailer where they were like
I thought
getting
that
in the
was
suit and
Yeah,
flying
what's
down?
that about?
Yeah.
I thought Star Wars Battlefront 2 was the last thing.
Who knows? I mean, it could have been an EA game and they just released it on both, or showed it on both, or whatever. Or maybe they showed a trailer and then showed.
Because there were some games that they showed, like they showed Assassin's Creed during the Microsoft schedule, but then of course that's Ubisoft. So when Ubisoft had their press conference, they showed it again.
Yeah.
So it confused a lot of people. It confused me when they were showing like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which made me think, oh, is this exclusive for this console? Then you go back to their conference, it's like, oh no, it's on every console.
And that's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. I think that maybe they do it because of time limit, but Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, they should, like, obviously they have their own conferences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But why does EA have a conference?
Well,
and
I was
like these people who don't make systems or anything, they just make games and then they put them on. Like they have their own conference just for their video games.
See, like I would imagine, like if like EA, Bethesda, Ubisoft, I thought their conference was showing like games was going to come out for like multi-platforms, not just exclusive for Microsoft, exclusive for Sony.
Yeah, but even like during the Microsoft one, they have like different sections.
Yeah.
So it'll be like exclusive, like before any exclusive games.
Yeah.
And then they have just regular games that are coming out.
Yeah, or at least if they're going to do that, like show like, oh, we got something special for this system, like extra characters or extra missions or whatever. Yeah. But EA, like they didn't really put a big impression. It was awkward. If y'all remember, I forgot what game they were showing, but it had this YouTuber on there, and he was supposed to say stuff. Apparently, apparently his teleprompter went off, so he had to ad-lib, and the guy just looked nervous, like he didn't know what to say.
Yeah. He's the guy from Frank versus Frank, I think.
Oh yeah.
Jesse, I think his name was.
I forgot. I can't remember.
He used to have Jesse. He used to have a girlfriend that lived with him that they would just prank each other nonstop.
He moved to like New York or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I used to watch him.
But yeah, they had like that going on. But like I said, I barely remember anything from EA, and I think they just kind of just dropped the ball this year at E3.
They could have just had Sims expansion, and then that would have been fine for people, honestly, because we already knew everything else that was going to start coming out.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Battlefront 2's been in development for 2-3 years now, and it's been obvious with the beta and everything else going on. And then all the sports games, that's mandatory. They make it every year.
Yeah.
The new Need for Speed.
Yeah,
about that one they did.
Yeah, the new Need for Speed is what's it called? Payback.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're making a new Need for Speed.
It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't know.
Because it's like
it's like
isn't it like 3 characters?
Yeah, it's like a heist. Yeah. It's kind of like a heist thing they're going back to, or it seems like it is.
Which I like because a lot of the old school Need for Speed games when for PS3, like the run was really good.
I actually didn't play.
There was another
Need for
one.
Speed.
I think it was like Undercover or something. Which one?
Most Wanted.
Most Wanted was good.
See, I didn't play any of the story-driven ones.
Was the best one.
The old one, the old Most Wanted, like Blacklist.
Yeah,
that was the best one, I think.
I played.
And they remade it and just like.
I only played like the first 3, and then what was it? Hot Pursuit, the original Hot Pursuit, not the remake.
Yeah, Hot Pursuit was pretty good.
But they keep like, I don't know. I didn't like the last ones that came out because once they got away from where you could get a car and then customize it yourself. I kind of dropped out of Need for Speed because I didn't feel like I wanted to get in a.
What was it, Underground?
Yeah. Between Too Fast, Too Furious, and Most Wanted or Need for Speed, because the storyline was just fed. You're doing the same thing.
Pretty much. So, getting off E3 or not E3, EA, Microsoft. Pretty much their big thing was showing like we got the Xbox One X here. Here it is. This is what it do.
The Scorpio. This is what Scorpio is.
Yeah, this is what the Scorpio is supposed to be. So they released it. It's a smaller Xbox One S, even smaller than the S. 4K, Ultra HD, faster load times on your Xbox One games. It's not a complete new system, so it's like a more enhanced version of the Xbox One. That's pretty much all it is. And it's supposed to jump everything from 1080p to 4K resolution, either by, upscaling or whatever games that come out from there on.
They're preloaded with a terabyte hard drive.
Yep, 1 terabyte hard drive.
They have that liquid vapor chambers or whatever. It's like liquid cooling, but they use evidently they use them for like servers and stuff, big server rooms. They put them in the Xbox One because they have so much stuff just crammed into.
I did not know that.
One small box that they had to have a way to cool it fast.
Yeah.
And efficiently. I mean,
the price tag for it is $499 for the Xbox One X.
I'm not upset with that price. That doesn't seem too expensive to me because wasn't the Xbox One $599 when it came out?
I can't even remember what the Xbox One originally
I pre-ordered one when it came out.
I had to wait a couple years.
I forget which of the two it was. I think
I can't remember.
PlayStation 4 was cheaper than the Xbox One.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I know that.
PS4 was $499.
So it probably was $599
or $550, $549, something like that.
Because like I originally was gonna get a PlayStation 4 when it was cheaper, and then when Xbox One finally brought it down, I was like, okay, I'll get an Xbox One.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of figured out it was too expensive. Yeah, you put $599 on there, and then it wasn't. The next year it was down to like
it took like a whole year for them to bring it
down or $450.
So I guess the price for the Xbox One X, as it is, considering it's a much stronger, it's the strongest Xbox One out there right now.
It's the strongest system other than like a PC.
Yeah, I think that $500 price tag seems kind of fair. And of course, once the holiday season comes around, where people are gonna want it, because it comes out in November, 7th, I believe. It's gonna they're gonna bring it down like around Black Friday or some shit like that. So
I'm planning on pre-ordering one.
I'm planning on pre-ordering one too, but I'm gonna trade in my original Xbox One for it anyway, because there's really no reason to have an Xbox One and to get an Xbox One X.
Well, I'm one of those people who have an
Xbox One S at the same time.
I keep all my systems. I was talking to somebody about this the other day, because they were talking about how they go to like GameStop and they trade in their games to get newer games. Mm-hmm. I've never been that person. Like I always keep my games. Like I'll just spend the money and buy other games. I never trade in systems to get other systems. So at my house, I have like tons of systems just laying around, like 360s. Just, yeah. I
traded my games only if I completely do not like that game. Like if I played it, even after I beat it, if like I don't like this game, there's no reason for me to play it. It sucked. I'll gladly trade it in for something better. But I try to keep my old games too.
Well, like nowadays, people are wanting like Nintendo came out with like not the Flashback, that was Atari. What was that?
The Nintendo Classic?
Yeah. It's just the old Nintendo.
NES Classic, yeah.
But like the people who have kept theirs since they were a kid.
Yeah, they don't have to get that.
They have the original. Yeah. Like we have the original.
Yeah.
And it was our dad's when he was a kid. And he gave it to us, so now we have it. So we didn't buy the new one because we already had the old one.
Plus, you know what I mean? Plus like most games on there, I had I had it or I could get it somewhere for a lot cheaper. Mm-hmm. Or I got it downloaded on the Virtual Console, like on my Wii or whatever.
But yeah, I keep them because, like, when I have kids, I'll be able to give them like the Xbox 360 and be like, "This is what I played when I was in high school," and then they could go and play the 360 and be like, "Oh, this is classic," So like, what's classic to us, it'll be long gone. But what's new to us now, like Xbox X, will be classic when we have kids or they have kids.
I don't think all the 360s are going to be working by that time.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, also they kind of
they'll make those retro consoles for 360 games. Yeah.
Well, I think also with them making like the Xbox the Xbox X, you can pop in an original Xbox disc.
Yeah, they're actually what it is not just the Xbox One X. It's going to be all Xbox One systems. All
Xbox systems.
Yeah, so any game from Xbox original is going to be backwards compatible. They haven't got a list yet. The only game they got was Crimson Sky, but they said they're going to update the list as they go.
Yeah, there's
on.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, the Halos have to be on that list.
Oh yeah, they're definitely put Halo.
I was
they'll be dumb
watching
to
something.
Not do
they
that.
said they learned from their mistakes where they said things were going to be backward compatible and released like 30 games or whatever. So when the Xbox X comes out, they're going to try to have a large amount of games be backwards compatible.
Yeah, because people have been asking
them 30 by 30.
But this is Microsoft. They usually take it slow once it gets released to do that.
That's true.
They've always had a habit of doing that. Even with the 360 when it first came out, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's backwards compatible."
Yeah.
And then
it wasn't.
It was only a limited
game. It was, yeah.
Because they left it specifically to the game developers in order to patch the games to make them applicable to the 360 when 360 originally came out.
Yeah, it was originally just Microsoft games.
There were certain discs, and I don't remember what the code was, but I remember because I had an original Xbox, and then I got the 360, and it said it was backwards compatible, and I had an original Halo 2 disc from my original Xbox, and I tried to put it in 360, and it didn't read because it had some code on it. It was like a F something. But I had another copy of Halo 2, and it worked. That didn't have that code. So it's really weird.
Yeah.
Some of the games they mentioned was Sea of Thieves, but they showed a little demo of it.
Oh, I'm so excited for that game.
Assassin's Creed Origins, Forza 7, and Metro Exodus.
Forza 7 I'm not too excited about. I don't really like the Forza games unless they're... or the Forza Motorsport games like that. I like the... what's that last one that just came out? No.
Horizon?
Yeah, like the Horizon series is really good.
Yeah. I played a little bit of Horizon. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. I don't like being constricted to like one type of car, one type of track, just racing that track. You can't go explore anything. Whereas Horizon, you can.
People like that though.
Yeah,
So,
I mean
sure
the
some
graphics looked amazing. They had like moving wiper blades and stuff.
Yep.
It was cool.
They also
Literally
showed
every piece of the car can break down. From
Yeah.
the last time I played, I think Forza 2 or 3, that they were able to literally just break down the car entirely. So you
Yeah.
actually had to drive perfectly without crashing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Gran
They had
Turismo,
like the
it's
braking thing.
like, we have rain.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so I'm looking here, and we were actually both right on Anthem. They Microsoft actually went into a much deeper look on Anthem on their
Okay.
little press conference.
So
So
it
yeah,
must
they
have
showed.
been
So
gameplay.
EA showed it, but then Microsoft showed more of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what happened. And then they said several Xbox One games will become Xbox One enhanced games. These are, I think it was Forza Horizon 3, Minecraft. What else? I think they said
Don't you love how Minecraft just keeps getting
Yeah,
released? Like it's
yeah.
a new game. They don't change
it's
anything.
I don't know if y'all saw it, but there is an enhanced. You're gonna love the name of it, but there's an enhanced version of Minecraft on PC where it makes the water looks more realistic. It makes the
Yeah,
trees
yeah, yeah.
sway. Yeah,
My
that's
brother
pretty
has
much.
that.
That's
It's a
pretty much.
shared mod.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
well. That's pretty much what it is. That's going on the X. That's officially coming out for Minecraft, called the Super Duper Graphics Pack.
Yeah.
They can't make this game anymore for 7 or 10-year-olds. Like,
Super.
It did come out for
Mhm.
Switch too, which was cool because I was listening to Phil Spencer, the guy from Xbox. He was talking to somebody, and he was saying that when it came out on Switch, a lot of the things, like they had an agreement.
Uh-huh.
Microsoft and Nintendo had an agreement that worked out for both of them. He said, but you use your Microsoft account or your Xbox Live account for for Minecraft on the Switch.
so you can use your Microsoft account and play it on the Switch.
Right.
Oh,
Because-
okay.
Oh, so we
Because-
get through the latency on the Windows side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they didn't want it to where you had to restart. Like you had a really good map or something on one game, and you don't have it for this new system.
Right.
So they didn't want you to have to keep buying the game, or if you wanted to buy the game for each system for some reason,
You don't have to
you don't have
make
to keep. Yeah,
making new
You
you can
stuff.
transfer your information to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still got to buy the game, but you'll be able to transfer all your stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
They uses an Xbox Live account.
There was another game that teased that people got pissed off about was they thought it was going to be a new Conquer game, Conquer the Squirrel, but it was a red-tailed fox. I forgot the name of the game.
Oh yeah.
So people were like, "Oh my God, is it Conquer?" And they showed them, and I could have sworn I heard people like upset, like just a collective sighs or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
You know what surprised me about Microsoft this year? They had a lot of Asian-inspired games.
Yeah, they did. They
like usually it's Sony that has all these, like indie Asian-inspired video games, and
they showed a lot of
Microsoft
indie
had
games
a
that are coming to
bunch.
Xbox One as
Yeah.
well. They kind of like quick showed it, so you didn't get really a good look to see
yeah,
what
they
it
just
was.
played like a bunch.
Yeah, they just did like a little video or music video and just show all the games.
I'm really stoked about Metro.
Yeah, I've never played a Metro game, but I'm told they're fun. The one they showed looked pretty cool. I want to check it out.
I have both of them on my PC, so next time I come over, we'll play those for.
I got
Yeah,
one
they-
of them on my Xbox, and I
Yeah, I
need
have
to
some
play
on
it.
Xbox. I just deleted them to make room for
Yeah.
something, but
I'll probably play it this weekend.
Fantastic games.
yeah,
I love the first one, and then when they re-released it with updated graphics as well as being tuned for just overall performance,
Mhm.
they changed a lot. So they made it more console-based, where if you don't have a controller, it's more of a pain for the inventory and such. But past that, still pretty good.
yeah,
In the first one, if you get the chance to play the original first one, stealth is amazing. You can literally go through the entire game killing in complete silence. You didn't even need to let anybody know that you're aware.
oh that's
The
cool.
new one, they tuned stealth to where it's not as stealthy anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's more of an annoyance. But I really want to see how they do this. Because if they bring it back to being completely stealthy in an open world,
Yeah,
That'll be awesome.
Dude, I'm super excited for Sea of Thieves. I want that game so bad. I don't know why. It just looks fun.
I want to see what this Xbox One X is all about. Probably finally can play a 4K system on my 4K TV.
Yeah.
So Bethesda released a lot of games, or showed a lot of games rather, in their little Bethesda Land looking segment they had. That was kind of weird. But it seems like all they're all about is just putting all their old games in VR now with Doom VR, or no, Doom VFR. That's what it's called. And then Fallout 4 VR, and then shortly after Skyrim VR. That's like on the PlayStation side.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's going to be on like PC as well too.
Yeah, Skyrim for PC is also getting it if it already hasn't been modded in.
Yeah. And they're also showing more creator mods for Fallout and Skyrim as well. So that's going to be a bigger thing. And
I do not like the fact that they're going to be having sellable mods.
yeah, you have now they have it where you have to buy the mods now, or some of them.
I think that it was stupid the first time they tried to implement it. Them trying to do it again is even worse. So they tried bringing it in a few years back, where the community outreach was absolutely insane, and they revoked that entirely. For consoles, I can see that being done, but for PC,
See, I always
straight up dumb.
I always thought when it comes to mods, they were free. Like you just send
It
them
depends on the people.
Yeah.
Some people actually do sell their mods, which is completely fine.
right.
There's not a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's your work on top of somebody else's work.
Right.
When it gets to the point where Bethesda's going to be like, okay, we're going to cherry pick these top mods, and then we're going to slowly convert them over using our hard work to do the same thing those mods are doing, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. I don't know, but who knows? Maybe they got something better going on this time. Maybe they fix that. We just have to wait and see what this Creation Club is all about. That's what it's called, where all the mods and stuff are.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to go over well again, because it's going to be re-implemented like when they did the remaster of Skyrim for PC.
Uh-huh.
There was HD mod packs that looked 100 times better than their packs did. That's pretty bad. And they were charging money for it specifically, unless you had the legendary package, which then you got it for free. But even then, it's like there's not really much of an upgrade. They need to move on from Skyrim.
Yeah. I think it's about time they get to a new Elder Scrolls. They need a new land or something.
Yeah, I saw a picture the other day online, and it said, I feel like Bethesda is shut down, but they left a janitor there, and he doesn't know what to do, so he just keeps releasing Skyrim.
He just hits the Skyrim button.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Skyrim's coming to this system now.
I mean, I like that game. It's still my favorite, though.
They can't do anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played Skyrim. I think now is a good time. They're releasing it for the 4th time now. I think it's about time to play it. So I'm gonna get myself a copy sometime soon. Not the VR version though, but of course, a new version. Yeah. They also showed some DLCs for Dishonored 2: Death of the Outsider, Elder Scrolls Legend: Heroes of Skyrim, and Elder Scrolls Online: Morrowind. Mm-hmm. They also showed the trailer for the Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. They said
that definitely got me.
Yeah, I never played the new Wolfensteins, but it looks awesome.
I actually had to go back and play them because I always thought they were like a joke series.
Yeah.
And just kind of mirrored Doom, so I never really took them seriously. I went back and played them. They are fantastic games, both Old Blood and New Order.
I saw the trailer for the Evil Within, and I played a little bit of the first one. But I've been following some people playing the second one, and this one looks actually really scary. Like,
the first one, from what I remember, it seemed like it was trying to go down the path of Resident Evil 4, and it followed a lot of the same stereotypical things that they try to pull for every single horror game.
Yeah,
so it's kind of stagnant.
But the weird thing about it was, like, when I saw the trailer for the first one, I thought it was like, this was gonna be good. Then I saw some people play it, and then I played it myself, and I was like, wow, they really are going for that, Resident Evil 4, 5, 6 kind of thing. And now this one, it looks like they're sticking with that path.
We don't talk about 6.
And now it looks like they're sticking with this path, but I'm kind of interested in the story, because that's what got me into watching the first one. Was the story, so I want to see how this one goes in, and I think I need to get a copy of the first Wolfenstein, or not the very first one, but the first one of this remake to give it a try. I was hoping for a new Doom though. I thought when they showed Doom VR, I thought it was gonna be a new Doom. I was upset.
It'll be a while before we get a new Doom, if we even get a new Doom.
We will get a new Doom. It's just it's gonna be
to.
a lot longer in between. Because again, the Wolfenstein, they always alternate between the two of them. The fact that they released both the Wolfensteins almost back to back a year apart means that they already had the storyboard and everything done. They were just like, this game's gonna be too long, so let's just separate it into 2 sections. And that's kind of what happened. Old Blood was just literally a prequel that picked up as soon as New Order immediately starts.
Yeah. That is true though. They do, because Fallout 4, like the distance between Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 was pretty.
We also have New Vegas as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
So the next one probably going to be coming out is going to be a new Doom, but we're not going to.
I mean, other than those games though, it seems like they didn't do much.
Nah, Bethesda's
VR, just make it VR.
Bethesda's wasn't really big. Yeah. Besides the 2 new games they showed.
But people are gonna buy them, so.
Oh yeah.
They didn't have to work hard at all to make it to make money off of this year. They just have to make it VR compatible. They know people are gonna buy it because VR is getting more popular, and with PlayStation now having.
Might as well throw some classic games on VR right now. So Ubisoft, I honestly did not see the Ubisoft's press conference. I had it on my TV, but I wasn't really paying attention until a game came up. So they released a weird game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which looks kind of interesting because it plays kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's Mario with a laser gun, with the Rabbids dressed up as the Mario characters.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
That was pretty cool because they had the creator in the actual in the actual crowd, and they had a screenshot of him, and he's like.
Oh yeah, he was gushing badly. The dude was so hyped that he was crying. He was tearing up. And
that just shows me it's gonna be a good game with the creator just teary. My creation's getting the limelight. Up there with Mario.
Heck yeah.
Mario.
He was very happy. And the game it looks very funny. And it's so out of place to have Mario with the Rabbids. Because, it
fits as well, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's both not supposed to be taken in a serious limelight.
No, it's not.
To be joked about and had fun with.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be the main highlight of the game, where it's not going to be oh, you have to play it seriously and always do this or do that. It's just dude, sunshine all over again.
Yeah.
Work on at this point.
What else they showed? They showed they didn't during Microsoft, but they showed more Assassin's Creed Origins, which is the new Assassin's Creed coming out, which I think is supposed to take place. It's supposed to be the very first Assassin. Yeah. It seems like
it's before the other games.
Yeah, before the actual Creed or the Order of the Assassins.
I'm just excited to spear people.
Oh yeah,
that was my favorite scene when he ripped that spear out of the guy.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, and the gladiator match, dude.
Oh yeah. And they show more of
South Park.
They show more of the Fractured Butthole. I want to play that just because it's like Final Fantasy Tactics, so I'm gonna play that.
Sure.
And I think they showed more of Far Cry 5. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I've really a fan of the Far Cry series.
I've played them, but I never sat down and completed them.
Yeah.
And I think this one I may actually get a chance to sit down and play. 'Cause it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it's going back to where Far Cry 2 was, where you have a crew, or not a crew, but you have people to help you out in sticky situations. You can call them hey, I need your help, and they'll come out and help you. You got a guy in a plane, you got a woman who can supply you with weapons, and I think that I remember the trailer had a third guy, but he wasn't in the little video that they showed. It was just you and the two other people fighting against, this religious creepy guy or whatever. I forgot.
I just can't take games seriously if they have a pun in their name. I mean, it's like a far cry for help.
It's a far cry from the first game. I can say that much.
Yeah. Different though.
They show more of the crew too, which looks actually pretty interesting. I want to say it's like an adult or a realistic version of Diddy Kong Racing, where you fly planes, you go on road, off road, and on boat. So it looks pretty interesting. And then they have that pirate game Skull and Crossbones, which looks pretty interesting.
Skull and Bones.
Or I'm sorry, Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
And then
it looks like Black Flag, honestly.
It's pretty much like ship battles.
I got excited because, dude, Steve Thieves, man. But yeah, I saw it and I watched the trailer and I just thought of Black Flag. I don't know. It looks kind of the same.
Yeah.
Idea.
It's pretty much like it's one of those games where you have a crew on the ship and you each have your own task, whatever. You're battle
like
other
Black
ship.
Wake.
I don't know what Black Wake is.
Okay, so Black Wake is a game. I don't think it's out yet, or I don't think it's completed yet, but it's out on Steam, and it's a pirate game, and so you load into a server, and then you get on. There's like the Navy ships and the pirate ships, and you choose a side. Once you choose a side, you choose a boat, and the boat you can name the boat if you're the captain.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get on a boat, just a random whatever one you want, it asks if you want to be captain.
Mm-hmm.
So you can appoint yourself a captain, and people can vote on who they want the captain to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, up to I think 3 people, and then you get a captain. The captain steers the boat. Everybody else loads cannons, fixes holes, works water pumps.
Okay.
It's like if you get shot and stuff, the
So
boat fills up. You gotta pump the water out.
There's beginning to be a series of games, or not a series of games, but games that are coming out where it's like multiplayer focused.
Like a trend. Yeah.
But it's it's a trend of games where it's like it's multiplayer focused, but each player has a certain job to do to get the whole to the the objective of the game or whatever. Like
Destiny 2 is the
Destiny.
same. Yeah.
There's
I think they're trying to bring people together to be able to play.
The Deep or something like that is a 4-player game where you're trying to collect treasure, but you got one person manning the cannon, one controlling the ship, and 2 other keeping stuff repaired and all that.
Black Wake's fun. The only problem with that game is you get people on there and it's a mess because the mic, you can talk to people because you have to direct people.
Yeah.
If you're captain, even the people like the crew can be like, "Captain, turn left" or whatever, and then And I played it for a while, but it just got out of hand. People on there, like little kids, just cussing all the time.
Oh yeah.
So.
I said go left. Yeah. Why are you going?
They're like,
right?
"You're the worst fucking captain." Your boat explodes, and then you have to commit suicide to respawn faster. It's so bad.
I go down with all my ships. Okay, see you in about an hour then.
They also showed a creepy VR game called Transference, and another game which they didn't show much of it. Was called Starlink Battle of Atlas, which I think
wish it would have showed more of Transference.
I wanted.
I haven't heard about these.
Is Transference some survival horror? Well, it's not survival horror, but it's really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Starlink, I think, was the game that was supposed to be correct me if I'm wrong, but it's supposed to be like the Fallout of space games or space operas or whatever. I may be thinking the wrong game. I remember seeing it, but it didn't show much of it. I don't know. But then they finally showed a trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2. And I'm pretty sure everyone was happy about that. But it's a prequel to the original game, though.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not an actual sequel.
Cool.
Yeah.
The game allows players to physically create customized ships using toy parts associated with the game.
I remember now. I'm thinking the wrong game.
These assembled can be attached to the controller to be inserted into the game. For those not interested in buying physical items, digital versions of toys are also available for use in games.
So it's a space version of what's it called? Skylanders.
Huh.
Yeah, because you use the controller and you put little ships and stuff, and you go out and shoot each other. I like the idea, or I like the game itself, but I really don't want to keep up with all those little toys and stuff laying around.
Yeah, I never got into Skylanders or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
I
thought it was
tried.
cool. I know a lot of people just buy the figurines to collect them, but
Ever since they came out, every time I go to like GameStop or whatever used game store, there's like a whole shelf of them.
yeah,
And they're trying their
people
hardest
just
to get
don't
rid of
play
them.
it. Yeah,
They're
But then
like
we also have the amiibos as well.
yeah,
the Amiibos.
The Amiibos
A
are cool,
lot
though.
of people like them regardless.
yeah. That's how
People
I
like-
am. Like I just like getting amiibos because they look. They
Yeah,
look awesome.
yeah.
Man.
Like my plan was to get some myself.
Yeah,
I
they
may,
are. They're like.
I may just do them. Just get like I don't even have a
I
Wii U or
want
anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna start collecting Amiibos.
Yeah,
I need
I
to.
do.
But yeah, Ubisoft, I didn't really watch and pay much attention. Sony though, I did watch, and I was hoping for theirs. Their thing was kind of cool. It wasn't as big as last year, but they did like a little setup for some of their games and stuff.
I thought they were good. I think Microsoft's was a little stronger.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like they did have a live music performance for Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which
Yeah.
is I think her name's Zoe. Her chapter.
Yeah, it's a lot of people thought it was DLC, but it's its own game.
Yeah, I thought it was DLC too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. It said it was as long as Uncharted 3, I think. So it's a full length game.
Oh, okay.
You're just not Nathan Drake.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
what's her
You're the
name?
girl from Uncharted 4, which I don't remember her name, but
I want to say it's Chloe. Is Chloe her
Chloe.
name? I thought it was Zoe. I never played Uncharted. I just saw people. I just
My
watched
brother
people play
plays.
it.
He loves those games. Dude.
I want.
They're really good.
Play 'em.
The stories are amazing. The gameplay is fun. It's kind of like the Batman series, like the Arkham series.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it plays like that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's really cool.
They showed an expansion for Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds, which I didn't play that game. I don't know if anyone has played that game. I didn't know the game was even out.
I haven't played it, but a guy at work plays it. He said it's really fun.
And then they showed
Days Gone. I actually
Days
watched
Gone.
that. That was. I think it's gonna be fun.
which one was that? Days Gone.
It's the zombie game, but it had
Oh.
like the biker guy.
Oh yeah. I
where
want
you could like make it the zombie hordes attack other people
Yeah.
by like making noise.
Yeah, I remember that now.
It was. I don't know. It seemed cool, and I'm not like a zombie fanatic. Like I
Yeah.
don't play zombie games.
I feel
but
like
that one
I feel
looks
like
fun.
the zombie thing is starting to go down, but then there's something that brings
Yeah.
it back up a little bit.
the only
Nah,
zombie
it's still
game that I
alive
liked.
as well, which is the exact opposite of what they are.
Yeah.
It needs to die.
It does need to die. The zombie thing needs to stop.
The game that I played the most of and I liked was what's that game that came out?
Vampires.
No. It's that zombie game that came out for PlayStation 3 or 4. Maybe it was PlayStation 4.
Dead Rising?
No, it came out for 3, and then it re-released for 4. And you were like, you had Ellie. It was like the girl.
The Last of Us.
Last of Us,
Yeah.
dude, loved that game. I
Yeah,
played it
Last
so
of
many
Us,
times.
They
That was a good zombie game.
oh man,
And then they showed a trailer.
they
but
showed
not
like
on E3.
They showed a teaser, not on E3, yeah, but they showed
And it was a while back. Like it
yeah.
was months ago.
like before E3.
Yeah, she's like playing the guitar or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't bring it to E3.
Yeah,
maybe
me
it's not
too.
done.
probably not. They probably ain't got
They
nothing
probably
to do
just said
for it.
that.
They also showed Detroit Become Human, which I'm pretty interested in. It
didn't
reminds
watch
it
that.
reminds me of Deus Ex. If you ever played that Deus Ex or even heard of it,
Yeah, I've heard of it.
yeah,
I
it
haven't.
reminds me of that.
Is that the one where like the people have the blue?
Yeah, the
Oh,
androids.
dude, I didn't.
I want to see what it looks
The
like.
trailer was way too long.
It was long.
It
That
just
was
kept going and going.
I
I was
was
like,
like,
we get the idea, man.
we get it. You can either choose this side or
Yeah.
that side. Now I hope it's not like Heavy Rain though. If it's
Yeah.
anything like Heavy Rain or what
I
David
think it's supposed
Cage's
to be
game or whatever his
kind
name
of
is,
Like that.
Oh,
if it is
God.
like that, I don't want to
You'll
play
know
it then.
Sean for like 3 hours.
Oh,
Where
God.
are you, Sean?
I was thinking of what's that game where you can like hack into stuff? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, for some reason
Yeah.
I was thinking that because like you can hack the drones or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
It was cool in idea,
it was a cool idea.
but they implemented it so badly.
People said that the second one was really good.
Yeah, people said the
I
second one
played
was
the
good.
first one. I didn't get the second one because the first one was just a disappointment.
Yeah. I tried it for PC. No.
Yeah.
There were so many issues on the PC side that it was unbearable.
All right. They also showed Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter. That's
It's
surprising.
big for some people, but I was never.
I never played Monster Hunter, so
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
on
know what it's like.
DS. So, I mean, it's cool that they're bringing it.
I guess I need to try it out if it's having such a long running.
A lot of people that I know
Oh, yeah.
play that game. It's a big.
It's
a big
a
thing.
really good game. It's
Yeah.
just you didn't really grow up with it and know much about the lore.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, what's going on?
Kind of like Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Because I haven't played Final Fantasy and it's like what 14.
To be honest, it's not a
So-
you can start on any Final Fantasy because they don't tie into one another.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, that's
So
the
you-
thing.
combat's
Like everybody's like,
completely different once you get past like 12.
Yeah.
It's like, here, we're gonna automate everything. You're just gonna have to switch it up.
Did
It
you
went,
see that?
it went from like medieval times to like futuristic times for some
Yeah.
reason. I
did
don't
you
know.
see the Final Fantasy VR? It's just the fishing.
Yeah,
section
the Final
of
Fantasy
Final
15.
Fantasy. I'm like, are you
Yeah,
serious?
it's pretty much Final Fantasy Monster of the Deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
To
so
be fair, that's what I would do.
but they have talked. I've heard talks that that's just like a little test thing they want to do, and they may eventually do a Final Fantasy in VR, which I would
Would
be
it be
interested
hard
in.
though? Because aren't like
I
the
can
monsters
imagine.
and stuff like huge?
I would imagine they probably have to do something to condensate or
You have
To
to
fix
like,
that.
around them.
like I guess like I don't know. I hope
your
they'll
chairs recline to an angle of more than
they'll
45.
probably have you like
you will
flying.
get sick if you play this VR.
They'll probably have you like in some like mechs or something.
Yeah, probably. That'd be
For
weird.
that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
They showed a PS4 remaster of Shadow of the Colossus.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That I thought was
I
pretty cool
didn't
too.
play it. I don't know what it is.
They showed the PSVR version of Skyrim,
Yeah.
and then like we said, Monsters of the Deep, and they
God
even
of War, dude.
and then they showed they showed God of War. They showed
That game
more
looks
into it,
awesome.
which looks awesome,
Yeah.
and they showed more of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I was kind of salty on the demo they gave us last week or earlier this week rather, because the animation looked bad.
Yeah, a lot of people said that they were disappointed in it.
The
It looks
intro,
really
the introduction of the characters were just dumb. Like they just come, they show up, they say like one or two things to each other, and then they're fighting robots that are like so easy. A dying cat can beat them. That's how easy or hard it was. Until you
You
get
don't even need to worry about that because the new Dragon Ball game is coming out and it looks
Oh,
amazing.
dude, that game
it looks
does look amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball
You can be
Fighter
like
Z
any
or whatever.
character too.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And it plays just like Marvel vs. Capcom, like back. Actually, no, it plays more like newer anime fighting games. So I'm actually surprised it took Dragon Ball Z to come that far.
Have you guys played the Dragon Ball Z games on Xbox One?
Which one?
I have not.
Xenoverse?
Yeah.
I played the Xenoverse
Oh,
one.
Xenoverse, yeah.
Yeah, Xenoverse is fun.
I played that
Yeah,
one. I couldn't really get into the whole 3D fighting game like that.
Yeah.
Cause like Naruto, I can play those, but when it comes to Dragon Ball Z,
It's probably slightly annoying.
that's the problem with it, because the flying doesn't feel like flying.
Yeah, you kind of like pass each other. And
Yeah,
then pass
I
each
keep
other and
passing-
you're, like, hitting each other
I
as
keep
you're
passing my opponent
Yeah,
when I'm
that's
trying
a
to
little
punch
weird.
him, so I'm like, this
It's
is
like the
annoying.
lock-on thing is just funky.
At least,
Yeah.
but like burst limit, the Budokai, the original Budokai series, that didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this one, it looks really awesome. It reminds me of like Guilty Gear, Persona Arena, Skullgirls, all that. So I want to play. I just hope it's not super hard.
Dude, the new Call of Duty game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't even know because I haven't seen anything about it. Like after Black Ops 3 came out, I was
Uh-huh.
like, I'm done. Dude, I watched the trailer and I didn't know it was a Call of Duty game.
You didn't know the
No.
World War II was
Like I was
Call
like,
of
this
Duty?
game looks amazing. Like, what is this? And then it said Call of Duty. I was like, there's no freaking way. Dude, this game looks so good.
It does. They even showed a multiplayer demo on the floor, and it looks really awesome.
Yeah.
And all those people playing, like 60, I think it's all like 64 people, maybe even more.
Oh wow.
Oh,
like
man.
one game.
Yeah, in one game, just like
Ooh,
Battlefield
that'd be
1.
cool. Yeah.
The
That's a lot of grenade just randomly being
Oh,
thrown.
yeah.
What a
No,
flamethrower
they
reaction.
there was just throwing grenades in that whole demo.
Double kill.
Trench warfare and stuff.
And they showed more of the Spider-Man game, which looks like
Oh, that game looks awesome.
it reminds me of Arkham.
There's a lot of quick time
Oh.
stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought we lost audio. From
There's a lot of quick time
Joe-
events,
no,
which
for it.
I was like, I don't know about that, but as
It
far as
looks
everything else looks
amazing,
good.
But it's going to be really hard to figure out how they're going to fully implement it.
Mhm.
Because if they implement it wrong,
Yeah.
Because I think that was one of the harder parts about Spider-Man. The same with like Budokai. It's just the camera angle needs to be precise. It has to have functioning controls.
He jumps around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have like a hard angle on the camera, it's gonna be really hard. It's kind of like how an Attack on Titan game is just like.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. Just watch it, but how would you even implement any of the controls? It would be so difficult to do it.
Right. There was one for PlayStation 2. I don't remember which one it was. It was a Spider-Man game where you like fought Venom and stuff. It was really fun.
Too bad, but the controls were really
Was it the movie
Ultimate
ones?
Spider-Man Ultimate?
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man? Dude, that game, this like reminded me of that where he was
I
swinging
didn't
webs
play
through the
Ultimate
city,
Spider-Man,
dude.
yeah.
I spent a long time on that game.
Yeah,
It was really
the
fun.
fighting was a bit clunky, but everything else was smooth.
Yeah.
And the actual movement was actually really great.
There was like races and stuff. You could race through the city.
Oh,
you had
yeah?
to like, you had to race people and win. Yeah, it was
You
really
got
fun.
5 minutes to save 100 people. Go.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you gotta like, it was fun.
I was thinking just dash and go. Swing.
Yeah. So when I watched that, it just brought back those memories of playing that game.
Last and not least, we had Nintendo, which did their little own thing. Instead of an actual press conference, they had like a video kind of thing, which had like weird like 3D animations in the back. They had one like for Zelda, the Nintendo headquarters, and then like Reggie was in the house, and then he was on the beach for some weird reason.
I feel like they didn't go to E3 because they had their conference for the Switch.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I felt like there was no need really for them to go to E3.
Well, they had stuff there, like they had stuff on the floor. They just didn't have an actual conference.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like everything on the list that they revealed, I'm pretty sure they did on the Switches.
Well,
not Kirby and Yoshi.
Yeah,
I guess
like,
they didn't do that.
The Kirby and Yoshi game, they didn't show during the Switch release, but both games look pretty awesome. They both look like original side scrollers of the game. Yoshi, I'm pretty interested in because it's like a game. It's like I don't know what it's called, but it's like realistic, like kind of like clay animation, but they use paper. I guess origami.
Is it like Paper Mario?
Kinda. But what it is like you change you change the terrain by flipping stuff around. So like you're looking on one side, then you flip it on like the other side. Kind of like Paper Mario.
Paper Mario did that.
And you continue the level through there. And then Kirby looks like it's going to be a multiplayer game again, where it's like you can play as Kirby, but then you have more other people play with you, and you know whoever's playing Kirby gets all the abilities, whereas your friends
We need a Dreamland again.
We do.
Some Kirby game that's fully fleshed out, and I think we've all just needed that for a while. Like the last good Kirby game that I've ever played was probably Tilt and Tumble.
I didn't play Tilt and
Still
Tumble.
more of an annoyance to play.
They didn't they didn't give us more information. It was both the Yoshi and the Kirby trailer were just teasers, just showing, hey, here's the game. We just don't know what to officially call it.
Yeah.
And they showed ARMS, Poke Tournament DX, and Rocket League that was coming to the Switch.
Rocket League is going to be probably one of the bigger names that are being announced, which is actually really good.
Especially with Splatoon 2 out right now.
Yeah.
Nintendo needs another competitive game besides, one of their own. So I think with Rocket League on there, it'll help. And I think they're also going to make it where you can play against other people on the 360 or the one in the PS4.
You should be able to.
So I think
I don't know about
PS4. No.
Yeah.
PC and Xbox.
PlayStation just pulled out of.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was nuts. Like everybody was like agreeing on it, and then PlayStation was like,
"No."
"No."
Not one leaking of any sort.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why. I guess they just got the short end of the stick.
It's just like, here's this amazing game. Now we're going to interlink it between PC, Xbox, Nintendo. What does Sony have to say? No.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Nah, we don't want that."
Yeah.
We don't want
man.
that
They
shit.
Just pulled out. I got a chance to play ARMS. Not into it, man.
Not into it.
Not into it.
I figure it'd be
just
like
goofy, man.
I figured it'd be like one of those games that would come out with the Switch, but it didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, okay, this would be a fun game to play, kind of like Wii Sports until like an actual good Nintendo game comes out. But then when I realized it wasn't coming out with the Switch, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird.
For some I played it and I just didn't feel the satisfaction of like hitting the opponent.
Right.
Like you I don't know, man, because you have those stretchy arms,
Uh-huh.
so it's like every throw you punch, it's not close, so
Mhm.
you don't have like any feedback or anything like that. Like you throw your arm across the field and it hits them.
Huh.
So it's really loose, and I don't know. I just didn't like it. It wasn't
I don't know.
for
But
me, man.
Nintendo got my attention this year for numerous reasons. One of them is a possible Pokemon RPG on the Switch. I am hyped about that. If it's anything like, the original Pokemon RPGs, no dungeon stuff, no crazy stuff, just me going out there picking my 3-star Pokemon, fighting gyms, battling Zubats every 5 seconds in the cave, all that good stuff, I'm hyped about it. I will get it. And Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, a lot of people were excited for
I was jumping. That's when I was showing at work and I grabbed your shoulder. I was like, Metroid Prime 4, baby. I played the first two. I skipped the third one because it was on the Wii. And I was like, I'll get it whenever. And I never did. But now, if it's coming up, well, of course it's coming on the Switch. So when it comes on the Switch, I'm going to be playing it.
I was a huge fan of Metroid Prime 1, but 2 and 3 just kind of fell off.
I like 1 and 2. I rented 2, so I didn't really finish it, but I really enjoyed it. And then 3, I tried playing it 2 different times. I wasn't used to the Wii, controls, so I just skipped it.
That's mainly why they tried to enforce the controls, and it was kind of really weird feeling. I'm still more used to the actual Game Boy Advance games where they've run beautifully. 0 Hour and the other one, Zero Mission and the other one.
Fusion. Metroid Prime Fusion. I played Fusion, but I didn't play Zero.
Games. It's just...
And speaking of that, they're also making another Metroid coming for the 3DS too. It's called Metroid Return of Samus.
Oh yeah, it's
or Samus Returns or something like that. Yeah, so I'm getting that one as well. That's probably gonna be the next 3DS game I'm getting. And they showed
they're doing that because there was a mod maker who went out and actually decided he wanted to remake the entire game, and it got a large enough following that they probably were like, well, it seems like 100,000 people downloading this game probably want to actually buy this game. So they sent a cease and desist to the guy, and we're just like, okay, we're gonna remake it. So,
or at least we're finally getting an actual official Metroid game. We're getting 2 of them actually, so that's pretty big. Doing big for Samus. They showed trailers of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Looks pretty interesting for a RPG game. I may have to check that out. I never played the first one. I know of it, but never played it. They showed Fire Emblem Warriors and 2 DLCs for Breath of the Wild called Master Mode and Champions. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Champions Ballad.
Wild
Champions Ballad, or Ballad. So there's Wild Master Mode, Master Mode and Champions Ballad. And it looks like one of them is just like a challenge mode, and the other one's like an extra story or a second story or something, where you play as Zelda, I want to say.
I don't know. I didn't watch Nintendo's thing.
It's coming out as 3 technical DLCs, and it's going to be available when you buy it as one bundle, as a season pass. The first bundle comes out on March 3rd, so it's already passed, which includes 3 new chests found in the Great Plateau, contains useful items, and includes exclusive in-game content. The first DLC pack that comes out includes a new Cave of Trials challenge, new hard mode, and additional map features. And the second DLC pack includes new original story, new dungeon, and additional challenges.
Okay. So one's additional stuff and challenges, where the second one's additional story and challenges.
Yeah, the first DLC pack is Master Trials, and I think they're bringing in Tingle. Yeah, you get a Tingle outfit, a Phantom armor, Majora's Mask, and a Kuroko.
Oh, wow.
Mask. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
And there's apparently a few other ones for that, but Champions Ballad, there's not much on that other than it's just going to have its own storyline specific on new champions.
There you go. And then finally, Nintendo showed Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Odyssey.
I wish they showed Mario Galaxy.
That would be cool. A third Mario Galaxy? That'd be kind of cool. But no, it's Super Mario Odyssey. And,
oh, God.
And there's
the stars to the earth, like...
there's
oh.
yeah, there was already theories about the skyline of the game, cause like there's a part where you're in a forest, and then the people testing the game, or not testing the game, but showing off the game, they went to the edge of the world, and it showed the sky, and it kind of looked like what's that movie, Hunger Games, kind of like how the Hunger Games skyline is.
Oh, and it's the bubble.
Yeah, it looks just like that. So like, there's already fan theories of where Mario is, and the game ain't even out yet.
Simulation.
Yeah, it's all simulation. Like, there's already fan theories of that, but the game looks awesome. You possess, different characters or different people.
Through your hat.
Yeah, through your hat. Like you throw the hat to like a T-Rex, you become the T-Rex. You throw one at a Goomba, you become the Goomba.
So it's Sorcery Mickey.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they showed what's her name from the original Mario or actual Donkey Kong games, Pauline or Paulina, whatever her name is. Apparently she's the mayor of the city you go to in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. But I think Nintendo really did it big for the fans for bringing back, Metroid games, a Pokemon game for the Switch, hopefully a Pokemon RPG game, and then showing Mario Odyssey, all these additional stuff for Legend of Zelda, and you got all these new games and other games coming out. So I think, in my opinion, Nintendo won E3. But who do y'all think won E3 this year?
I'd say Microsoft.
Probably Nintendo with all the classics.
Uh-huh.
And then Sony was probably third, actually. Microsoft probably was the second best.
Yeah, so. I agree with that. What about you, Brandon?
Just because, they didn't just show a new system, which obviously is pretty cool, but just, their games seemed better this year. Microsoft's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had, all those exclusive games that just look really fun. I don't know. So I say Microsoft.
I'm a little biased because of Metroid. Metroid as well as Metro. Both of those games I'm really hyped about. So, I mean, Sony did have some really good games, especially
they did.
There was the God of War.
God of War, yeah, God of War is cool.
Lost is being redone in HD,
right.
Actual HD, not just gonna up the quality a little bit to work on the PS3, not like that, but no, 4K shadows, you could see each individual hair in some of the Guardians, and it was amazing. So that's what I'm hyped about.
You know what they didn't show?
What's that?
That they've shown for the last 2 years? That Guardians game, The Last Guardians? That little kid, he's
The Last Guardians came out.
Oh, yeah, that game
came out?
Yeah. It's not good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's not really
I know
good.
They showed it last year at E3, and they showed it the year before then.
Yeah, it came out.
I was like, this game's just never going to come out. We're just going to keep showing it at E3.
No, it came out.
It just didn't do well.
It came out.
Not too well.
Sometime last year, probably the year before.
Huh.
Yeah, the game itself was okay. It just didn't really do too well because you're trying to control the dog.
Yeah.
And the dog wouldn't sometimes do what he's supposed to do.
The main reason I think is the fact that they didn't really let people know when it was coming out. As you said, they just seemed like they delayed it constantly.
Yeah.
The controls were actually pretty fine, and everything else was going great for it. It's just, again, not many people even knew that it came out.
Yeah, because I don't remember them even saying when it was coming out. So I thought it was going to come out this year. And then it did come out, and I was like, I don't even see a commercial for this or anything. So I guess they just low-key just let it out.
Maybe it just came out and, it came out the same time other good games came out, so people just forgot about it.
Could be.
Oh, wait, no, it came out December 6th.
December 6th. Yeah. Okay, so it was probably around the holiday season, so people weren't really paying attention to it.
Yep.
Real quick, Halo. I did read that they didn't show Halo because it's not ready for E3, but Halo 6, they're working on it. They finally got a guy for the story mode. And it's a good guy.
Okay.
If anything, I think they're gonna show it at Rooster Teeth's convention. Alright.
That'd be cool.
That would make sense.
I don't remember the full name of it, but I remember that.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do it specifically with that because of how big it's getting. Just for the Halo series specifically. I think they ended up releasing 1 or 2 trailers for them specifically. So they might just do it there next time that convention goes on.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm excited though. Huge Halo fan.
I can't.
So.
I want to see it. I hope it's good
I just
too.
I just want the story to be good. Like I just want Arbiter. Is it
I
too
had
much to
the
ask?
same issue you did when you went to regular Black Ops to Black Ops 3, the new one coming out. I had the same problem with Halo because I was watching it one day and I hadn't had a new console in a while, especially not an upgraded like 360.
Yeah.
I had it when it came out for like 3 or 4 years and then just kind of dropped off because of the Red Ring of Death.
Yeah.
And then I come back like half a decade later and I'm like, what the fuck did we get jump packs and shit?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I got
dashing
really
all
weird.
across stuff. He's stabbing people in the throat.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
what?
Yeah. And Halo 5 is so competitive. That's why I'm afraid of Halo 6 multiplayer. It's just gonna be really competitive.
Yeah.
But at this point, I just hope the story's good. You know, like I don't want Cortana there anymore. she's lived out too many games at this point,
I would.
and I
be
think they
surprised
know
do
that
put her in there.
because of Halo 5 just not doing well at all.
Yeah.
They literally tried to kill her off and then brought her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like
the
I thought she
same
was gonna
story,
die.
Like,
Well, that guy
sorry,
left.
spoilers.
the head story guy left, so
Well, they'll
hopefully
probably
this-
kill her off
this-
if they
this
do
new
bring
guy-
her out.
yeah.
I really hope so.
Yeah. So, before we sign off, my question is to you guys: how salty are you about E3 2017?
All my salt got allocated by Bethesda, and I would no longer like to talk about it. But then they showed Wolfenstein, and then they took away half the salt. I was slightly annoyed by that.
I don't know. I liked it. I enjoyed it. There were some things that I didn't like, but there was a lot of stuff that I did. I'm really looking forward to getting. So
I'm not too salty about E3 2017 at all. Like I said, Nintendo did good.
I just want a
Microsoft
Switch.
did good. I want to switch too. I want to switch.
I keep
wanna...
looking every day. I got online yesterday and I clicked this button. It was like I think it was at Walmart, and it was like, we'll email you when we get shipments. So
They need to make a
I
reserve
have that for like
list.
every Walmart that's in town.
They just need to make
Yeah.
a reserve list. Like
They
here,
do. Yeah.
Just write your name here. We'll email you the order information. Just click this button, and then you can order it right
It'd
there.
be easy if Nintendo would sell it.
Or yeah, just why don't Nintendo just sell it from their
Instead
website?
of having 6 people sell it.
Microsoft and PlayStation do that. Why don't Nintendo? That'd be like the smartest thing. They can cut the middleman and then get the money directly.
Yeah.
That'd be like the smartest thing Nintendo would do.
Also, Walmart and Amazon jack their prices up.
Yeah, they do.
So they're
Yeah,
$400.
I just looked it up on Prime. Even with Prime's discount,
Yeah.
it's not only not going to be available until July 2nd,
Shit.
but it's going to cost you $416.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Is that the
man.
black one or the red and blue one? Because the red and blue one was almost $500 last time I
The
checked.
gray was the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, see, yesterday it said that it was available June 28th.
See that Nintendo? Y'all
Yeah.
need to sell the Switch
That
on
one,
y'all's
yeah.
website.
June 27th.
Yeah, so you can pre-order it if you want to spend $416 instead of $299.
Nintendo, cut the middleman and just put it on your website.
Yeah.
I'll buy from your website if you do it. I'm telling you. I'll buy it as soon as I get the money.
You know what? I did read somewhere that said the Nintendo shop in New York has them, and they get them like every week or
We're going to
every
New
other
York.
week or something.
We're going to New York.
So
Pack your bags.
yeah,
Yeah, that Pokemon Center in New York is baller as crap.
yeah.
I want to go
They
there. I
get
want to check it
every
out.
single week
It looks
of
cool.
just random goodies.
It looks awesome. I want to go there and buy me a plush Pikachu or something.
There's like 2 or 3 stories too.
Yeah,
This is
man.
like-
It looks awesome.
Right in the middle, there's like a giant pole with like I think Mario's sliding down the pole. Or whatever.
Have y'all
pretty
seen
sweet.
the Pokemon Go event they got now?
Mm-mm.
Like
Chicago?
yeah, they got one in Chicago, and I think there's one coming in Denver, and then there's one in New York and LA. Dude, there's like more Pokemon gyms downtown right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, and they have it
Yeah.
where you can you and a group of people can control the gym.
Great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not.
Yep,
It's
right.
nice. It's
King
nice.
of the Hill.
I'm stoked about that. 'Cause I'm actually a Pokemon Go player, so
I'm trying to
that's
get back in
really
Pokemon
great.
Go.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like is for the Pokemon Go convention that's happening in Chicago, players were alerted up to 2 to 3 hours after the tickets had already sold out. 6 minutes after being live to sell.
Oh yeah, I read
That's
about that.
insane.
Jeez.
I read
People were upset. So upset over
they
it.
they didn't even get like a physical ticket. I heard like they were just told about it.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's horrible.
What they should have done was announce it like several days or up to like a week prior to the event, so that people could be like, oh, I can have money for that day or whatever else.
Right.
No, at the same day, like a lot of the alerts that happen in Pokemon Go, I don't get until like the second or third day after it's already going on, or if it's like a day or two before it's about the end.
See, the alerts I get is from the app, and it tells me like on the day of whatever event happens. It doesn't tell me like a week or so prior.
And this is with me opening up the game like every single day too. So I'm getting the alerts like several hours late, or sometimes even days late, and it's like, oh, there was an event for Double EXP. I have like 30 lucky eggs.
Right.
What's going on?
See, I didn't even know they did that. I didn't know they did double XP and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were just in a fire and ice event with rare fire types and ice.
See, I thought I was just getting rare fire types and ice types. I didn't know it was double XP on that.
It was double XP as well.
See, I didn't know
most
that.
times they have events, it's going to be W.
That would explain why I was leveling up like crazy. Though I was like, damn, I'm getting experience like candy. We do this all night.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's our podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and comment and subscribe to our channel. It helps the channel out. And hit that notification bell. I've been forgetting to tell people about this, but apparently people are not getting notifications. It's still a problem. I thought they fixed it, but this is YouTube we're talking about. So if you guys are not getting notifications, hit that notification bell. It's below the subscribe button. And like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all got anything else to say before we close out?
No.
No? All right, well, that's our podcast. My name is Cam.
Brandon.
It's Joey.
We'll see you all later.